Hey everyone, today I'm showing how to install a bolt-on lockbox. This one is designed for puck locks, like so. Included in your kit, you're gonna have your lock with keys, hardware. These are carriage bolts, nuts, and washers. We have a marking plate, so this is gonna make sure your holes are gonna be drilled in the right place. What you're gonna need to have, drill, large drill bit for the holes, for the bolts, permanent marker, smaller drill bits to be able to do a pilot hole, and if you need it, a tape measure for good measure. All right, let's get started. All right, so our first step is gonna be to use a marking plate in order to get the first holes marked up. So you want this kind of centered, and it has a place for your gasket to go. Mark these. Great, now we know where our first 4 holes are gonna go. All right. So first we want to drill kind of a pilot hole so that when we use the larger drill bit, it has less problems getting started. The center of your holes here. Basically, what I'm trying to accomplish here is like putting in divots in the center of my squares so that when I use the bigger drill bit, doesn't bounce around and cut where I don't want it to cut. Keeping those nice and centered, make sure we're all aligned when we go to bolt it up. Okay, so now we've got our holes drilled. We're gonna go through the opposite side. This way we can keep our bit as our guide, and it's gonna keep the holes aligned as we go through. Let's get started. Just for good measure, we want to test on our bolts. Goes through, no problems. And you'll be able to feed a washer on there. All right, we're gonna do that for the 2 on this side, and then we'll be able to get it mounted. Perfect, we've got our 4 holes drilled. All right, now we're ready to get these mounted up. So these are carriage bolts. They have a square end followed by a circle. Square end here, just gonna feed your bolt through. All right guys, now we've got our bolts through both holes, our bracket mounted. Just gonna come onto the inside. Place washers first. Get our nuts started. Great. Next, we're just gonna tighten those down. This is gonna be locked in place. Now, let's do the other side. All right, so now we're gonna mount this other side. I just wanna point out a few things here, guys. These allow for the bolts to go in, get a little other way, in, and have the carriage lock in place. You're gonna wanna have both bolts in here so that you can get this mounted up in the holes. So once we've got one hole in, I like to just put a nut to help keep it secure so I don't have to keep holding up this bracket. And our last washer here. This is just gonna help us get these threaded. All right, now we've got our washers on, our nuts just barely threaded. We're just gonna tighten these down. All right guys, that shows the demonstration for installing this lockbox. The last step is just to keep your container secure. These puck locks fit in nicely, nice and snug. Insert. Turn the key for the final one, pull it out, and you're done. When you guys receive this, you're gonna feel it. These are so thick, so heavy duty. Where are you gonna cut from? You can't cut from here. You're not gonna be cutting down there. Not going to be cutting down there. Truly, these are one of the most secure ways to keep your container locked and your stuff protected. Thanks so much for watching. You can find these online.